Next topic is how elements form compound. How elements form compound. Okay. Let us see how they form. See, we know that in English alphabet there are 26 alphabets are there, letters are there. Combination of these 26 letters we able to make a word. So group of letter make a words. Similarly, group of atom make a molecule. Okay. So before we understand how atoms combine or form compound, we have to know about atoms and molecules. Let us see what is atom and what is molecules. An atom is the smallest particle of an element that can take part in any chemical reaction. Okay. A molecule is the smallest particle of an element or a compound that can normally exist independently. Okay. So the basic difference between atom and molecule is that it may or it may not exist independently. Who? Atoms, because atom participate in chemical reaction. After chemical reaction the scenario will change. Okay. And molecules can normally exist independently. Okay. So atoms combine together to make molecules, and millions of different kinds of molecules can be made from only about 118 different kind of atoms. And that's why we see millions of compound all around us. Water, sugar, chalk, vinegar, salt, all are compound. Okay. Now we know that hydrogen, oxygen are combined together to form water, which is liquid. We also know that sodium and chlorine combine together and form salt. Okay. So these are the fact by which two elements combine each other to make compound, and this compound is a differ from these all two elements. So water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen, which is different from hydrogen and oxygen both. Salt is made up of from chlorine and sodium, and it is just different from chlorine and sodium. Okay. So now we understand how the elements combine each other and make a compound which is differ from them. Okay. Now the next topic is occurrence. Occurrence. Many elements have a greater tendency to combine with each other to form a compound, and these elements are therefore not found in free state. So compounds are made by humans. Generally compounds are made up of humans, and some natural compounds are also there. Very few elements occur in free state in nature, and some of these are oxygen, nitrogen, gold. So these are the atoms found in our nature. Okay. Some of these are nitrogen, gold, oxygen, and most of the pure elements are obtained by the breaking up a compound into its constituent elements. So when we got compound as a by nature, we break them to find pure element. Okay. For example, oxygen and hydrogen can be obtained by electrolysis of water. We know that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. If we have water, then we break this water, then it convert into hydrogen and oxygen. So if we want to find out to take pure pure atom of or a pure metal of hydrogen by water. We can do this. We also got the pure form of oxygen by water. Okay, so if we have compound, which is found in nature, we also found the pure form of hydrogen and oxygen with the help of water. Okay, now the properties of compound. What are the properties? First property, a compound can be broken down its constituent elements by chemical method. So what I tell you, any compound like H2O, it broken down into form of hydrogen and oxygen by chemical method. If we apply any appropriate chemical method, then all the constituent of this compound is broken down and divide in different pure form of metal. Okay, sorry, elements. A compound always contain the same elements combined together chemically in fixed ratio. So whatever the compound formed by combining of two or more than two elements, they all are in fixed ratio. Just I want to tell you, water is made by 2:3 ratio, 2:1 ratio. 2:1 ratio means two atom of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. Two atom of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. So this is the ratio. Now we talk about sugar. Sugar is a compound which made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, sugar is made up of these three pure form of element. Now its molecule contain 12 atom of carbon, 22 atom of hydrogen and 11 atom of oxygen. So the proportion, the fixed ratio is 12:22:11 of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen atom to form a compound which is sugar. Okay, so this is all about sugar. The properties of compound are different from those of its constituent element. Before I already tell you that this compound is totally differ from hydrogen and oxygen. This sugar is totally different. The property of sugar is totally different from the property of carbon, property of hydrogen, property of oxygen. So these are the three properties of compounds. Okay, now the next topic is mixture. See what is mixture. About mixture we discuss in next lecture. So you have to revise this chapter, read this chapter carefully. The chapter 3, structure of matter. Today we discussed about atom, about size of atom, about molecules, about elements and compound, how the elements form compounds, occurrence and all the properties, all the three properties of compound. Okay, read, write and make a notes and also revise and remember carefully. These all terms are very important for examination point of view. Thank you.